Genshin Impact. Pretty nice, but it could be better. Got some ideas for you. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel today. Here's some ideas I got going in my head. I've been having these ideas for a while about Genshin Impact. Now everybody does not know what Genshin Impact is. A free-to-play online anime fantasy role-playing character gacha with a little bit of Zelda Breath of the Wild in its wonderful game. If you have not tried it out yet, go give it a shot. It's free to play and it's multiplayer, but you really have members to lose. Now it's on the PlayStation 4, it's on PC, and it's on Android devices, and I think OS as well. But you know, if you want to play on that, be my guest. I think the game's pretty good. I love it. The game constantly has updates, and there's always something new going on in the game for free. Really can't complain about that. But I really think the game could be better. Here's just some ideas I got going in my head. All right, for my first idea, and this is pretty much your overarching theme for the entire thing. Make the game an MMO. Multiplayer game for everybody to be active with each other. I want to be able to run around in the major cities, maybe not in the world, but if I wanted to, or if you wanted to, make the game where you can see all the other players. It would make the game feel more alive. It would make me a little more comfortable going up to players. It would make me more interested in getting involved with other players. I think the game does have co-op, but when the co-op is, activity events are done, there's nothing else to it. I don't see no one else going around and getting someone, randomly invite me to a group. I don't know who they are. It's a little uncomfortable at times, especially when I'm in the middle of something. I don't want to have a random invite from some unknown player. I want to be able to interact with them and get to know them so I can, invite them later on if I pal around with them. Or if I go off and do something, someone else will just jump in and help me out. It's a way of, breaking the ice and we get to know each other through that means. So yes, I like the game to be feeling a little bit more like an MMO, like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy. It doesn't really matter. Take your poison, and that's pretty much the gist. But just let's go in a little more details on a few things I think they can make different, but still feel that nice free-to-play open world that we've come to love and enjoy. Now, my second idea might be a little controversial, and maybe people will have a little bit of opinion here and there, but go with me here. I would like mounts. Mounts are cool. Mounts are a little bit of what can you say, it make you feel like a sense of pride, of achievements, that you earned and got something. Yes, you could jump and glide over to certain areas, and you can teleport to places, which are pretty cool, admittedly, but sometimes it's good to take some backtracking and go in different places. And I know stamina comes into play, so maybe not make it toward the beginning of the game, make it toward a little late game, you start getting mounts, but not flyable mounts. Now, people might say, flyable mounts, why not? Why not flyable mounts? There's plenty of upscale areas, very high heels. It'd be nice to just jump on something and fly right up there. There goes the problem. You won't climb no more if you have a flying mount. There'll be no reason to ever climb anymore. It will take away that exploration, that feeling of scale and wonder to it. But going from flat surface to flat surface, not very much fun there, especially trying to get to point A to point B and you see something, off to the left or the right and you just want to go over there and see what it is and kill some things and get back on your mount and keep going where you're going. That would be a little nice, and of course it'd be nice to be having a little bit like, a way of earning those, achieving those, gaining those, not buying. Jazz hands. Next idea. I would like to be more crafting in the game. And I don't mean just take a little bit of item and make a little bit better sword. I want full-on crafting. Crafting armor, crafting relics, crafting weapons, crafting as much as you can. Crafting in the game it's a bit of a self-achievement, but also you feel like you're doing something. You have something to work toward. Instead of just going around and just doing something because of events or doing something because you feel like you're obligated to do it. Like, it feels like you have more stuff to do when you have something to work toward. And I do mean making something. And now, if there's, let's say, for our instance, there's another one around those lists upon things, if there is a weapon skill, I'm not saying put legendaries in the game, okay? I don't believe legendaries are really what legendaries is anymore, because legendary is just another piece of candy that everybody wants, but it's not really legendary, because if everybody has it, well, guess what? It's not legendary no more. Make it like some, blues, some purples, make the items kind of hard to make, and you have to go do some things to get these items to be able to make them. Not that hard. For casuals, it might be though, which would lead to the next thing. All right, next idea, dungeons and raids. I told you MMO would be this thing here. We need dungeons and raids. Not the dungeons we have right now, but it's just solo man, or maybe 2-man, or whatever. I'm talking about like 5-man dungeons. And now here's the kicker. When you do these dungeons and or raids, everybody has to play a different character. So if I go in the game, and let's say I lock in any character I have, name it. You can name me pretty much anybody. If I lock in that character, no one else can play it. So you have to coordinate with your friends, with your other teammates, who's playing what character. And if they don't have access to another character, well, that's kind of a little bit bad. It might be a little too early in the game. So it'll be a little bit later thing. Like, hey, you need access as many characters as you can and bring in what character you got. Now, the problem would be, well, not really a problem, I would say, actually, because when I'm thinking about it, if I bring one character and my character is weaker than yours, well, guess what? You should bring that character because your character is clearly more powerful than mine. It's a 5-star. It has better relics, better weapons. It is more geared out. Why would I bring that same character? I'll just go bring another one. It shouldn't be like a big deal. Of course, you don't have a character, everybody with the S+ character, same character, go through a dungeon and just space roll over the entire thing. So you have to play different characters. It might, like, some people might complain about that. I know, but I think that would make it feel a little bit more unique. Kind of like, you know, a tank, a healer, and DPS. Everybody just pick your poison. If you want to play a character that can be very tanky, go for it. Probably a good idea too. All right, next idea. Now this one, I personally think would be fun to do. Make there be specific, let's see, this can even go toward mounts, but specific characters you unlock in the world that are hidden, so you have to discover them. And if you do discover them, it's only 1v1. Kind of like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth. You have to find him, and you have to beat him by yourself. And he or she is gonna whoop your ass. I mean, beat it until you learn how to work with the character and learn what you need to do in order to beat him. But once you do beat him, you unlock that character. That would be fun. That would give you more reason to go out into the world and discover things, new places, new things. Of course, when everybody finds out about it, yeah, everybody's gonna hear about it. I'm sure at some point. It's the internet by all means. Oh, Jimmy is gonna tell John, and John's gonna tell Timothy, and Timothy's gonna tell Anna. I know it's gonna happen, but at first, it'll make it feel like discovering a secret that no one else knows. And then when you walk around that character that no one else has unlocked, it feels like achievements. Like you have something that no one else has. And that could go for mounts too. Little creatures, Final Fantasy games, hello? When you find a summon out in the world, you have to beat that summon in order to summon it. That's just cool. I don't know who doesn't like that kind of thing. I like the earning of it. So I think that'd be a great little touch right there. Now, one of my viewers actually came up with a very clever way of doing that. If it maybe shows up in random locations, maybe once a week as a first serve, first come. So whoever finds it, and he hope he can beat it. That actually sounds really fun, and they will call a lot of stir, but it'll be like, get your guild mates. Yes, I said guild mates or your friends, and actually go out in the world and try to find it. And like, hey, I already found it. Let's go tell Jimmy it's here. Get his ass over here or get online. Come get it. But he's going in by himself. It's a solo fight. I cannot help him. If you don't win, well, I guess someone else is going to try at it. Now, this one, I don't think no other game's ever tried this one before. And I think this is I can't really say new, but I think it's a more broader way of expanding the world. Now, if anybody does not know, Genshin Impact does periodically release new areas to explore in the game, which is great. More stuff to do, more creatures, new little dungeons, more activities, new little puzzles. That's fine. What if we go out to the sea? Yes, I want them to expand out to the sea. I want to have them make us, not begin in the game, but start saving up materials that we have to get ourselves, build a boat, and go out to the sea. I'm talking about getting attacked by pirates. I'm talking about getting attacked by monsters. I'm talking about going to islands, buying treasures. If you're not getting the gist of the idea here, there's a certain game out there. Everybody doesn't know the name of that one. Just expand the world like that. Just go out toward the sea. We already have plenty of height in the game. Of course, there's one castle in the sky, so we'll get to that a little later on. Don't have the heck you're gonna get there, but a boat, expansion of just the sea. And then when you don't have all the things out in the sea, right? Because then the game will be primarily everybody's out in the sea, no one's on land no more. be useless. There has some things back that you have to come back to land, okay? So a lot of things out in the ocean, a lot of things going on land. Make us come back to the land, but as you go discover new things, make us go out to the ocean. Sorry, 2 islands way on the water. You cannot get there without teleporting or using a little ice trick to get out there. So why not a boat? I think that'd be great. That would expand the world that no one other game's ever really done. Most of the time it's just new lands, new universes, a dark portal. There's no little aqua things. I'm not big into pirates myself. Yo ho, mateys, let's go. Next one. Now this one might be a little controversial, but I got a plan for this one. Make characters tradable. If I lock on new character and I say want to give somebody a certain amount of gold or zenny, whatever, for that character and make a trade with me or let me buy it from them, let me do that. But here's the kicker with it. I know some people are like, well, that'd be pay to win. I'm gonna go buy a bunch of S2 plus because I got a bunch of money. So I'm gonna go buy a bunch of S plus characters. I'm gonna get 5 stars and I'm gonna just roll my face on the keyboard and win the game. Here's the thing. If you don't have the character, you can trade it. But if you already have the character, you're good. But if you do have the character, you can't trade, you can't buy it. That's the only way to make sure the game stays balanced. So no one can pay to win to up boost their one character to level 5 while you're still on level 1 of that character. And so everybody out there is going to go and buy a bunch of those characters or buy a bunch of loot boxes, unlock those characters, turn around, sell them for double the price, will be pretty much useless because you can't do that over and over and over again. You only do it one time. Oh, I traded to you? You already have the character? I can't trade to you. You already have it. Can't. Sorry. Next person. And they gotta go running around, hope they can find somebody they can trade that with. Or they will buy that off their hands for double the price. You know what I'm saying here? So it would fix the whole pay to win mechanic. And of course, just be nice. So some of us out there that may not have the opportunity or luck can do it. Next one. This one might be a little tricky to do, but it's something that came in my mind. For everybody knows, you get gliders in the game. Now, the gliders in the games are wings. And this is technically 7 and 8 put together. Let's go for the first idea of wings. Would make them fully customizable. Colors are pretty much it when I say customizable. If I want to make a wing set of all black, let me make it all black. Maybe not change the model of it, but let me change the colors of it. If I want to do a color scheme with my wings, let me do that. A little bit of customization in your wings make you feel a little bit more unique, a little bit way of diversifying yourself a little bit. It's a little tiny touch. It doesn't really change the mechanics of the game. And I know, Genshin, you're making wings in the game with some unique colors. Do some unique designs. There's nothing, you can really go everywhere with it. But one of the coolest things, and this one might have to pay for, I'm not really a big fan into that stuff, but I know you gotta make your money, so I'm not gonna hate on it. My next idea would make the glider kind of like the posters in Animal Crossing. Does anybody know about that game, Animal Crossing, where you're able to put images on the Animal Crossing posters or on the clothes sometimes? You know what I'm saying? Where you just drag an image onto the blank canvas and it'll be there in the game when you get in there. Let's say I want to have a glider and I want to have my logo on it. I want to have my logo right above my head, on my wings or whatever. And I want to drag it onto my character. I think that'd be a very way to, signify your loyalty or your fandom or your things you're into. I don't care if you go around with a waifus on your wings. If that would get your boats floating, go right ahead. But the problem is you might have some people doing some really offensive images. So that could be a problem. Maybe have prior checks to those images before you let them just upload it, just for case somebody goes around with a bunch of dick bucks. Be fun. In a way of unique, make yourself a little unique. Everybody's running with the same characters. Why not the wings? Next one, I think this one will be pretty much harmless to the game. I don't really know a game out there that has been harmed by this ever. Cosmetics. Now, I know some people out there goes, cosmetic, man, I don't want a bunch of cosmetics and punks constantly showing this stuff in my face, tell me to buy, get. I understand that. I really do. Prime example, Dauntless. Sorry. You cannot give me a bunch of skins and tell me that's content if that's the only thing I'm seeing and it's been shoved into my face. I don't want to see that in my face. But if I want to have my character run around with a little bit of a nicer apparel, make him a little cuter. You catch my drift here. Or make him look a little more, pimped out. Let me do that. If that's what gets my fancy off, let it get my fancy off. Now, again, do not make that a prime and a focus on the game, because that would kill it. It's killed games by focusing it on only. So you have to keep the updates on it. And I know the more stuff people buy in Genshin Impact, the more content they can put out for free. It's a good idea. It's been working so far, so I'm not complaining. But if I made a character that I kind of like, and and make them a little, I don't know, just put it out there, maybe a bikini, springtime swimsuit apparel. I'm sure there's some people out there would very much like that, simping up hard, and I think it'd be just, it'd be funny to watch, but it's also enjoyable. I'm not gonna try to hide. So, cosmetics could be a thing. Now this one, again, it's maybe a little bit another cosmetic. I think it's just nice. I actually got like two of them in this idea. One, I wouldn't mind having a pet. A little cute pet follow me around. I know it's not very significant. I know it wouldn't make the game very much more fun. And I know not everybody likes it. But also, I wouldn't mind fishing in the game. I know some people really like fishing. That's something some people like playing games and just go around somewhere and just relax, throw a reel into the water, fish up some food, or maybe get some rare loot. Maybe just an idea. When you're out in the ocean, deep fishing, and pull up like a kraken, on accident, or you have a chance of pulling up a big shark whale creature monster to attack your ship, or you might pull up really nice treasure. And then when you're on land, find a pond where you might pull up some fish, or you might pull up a fucking big old water spirit or something like that out of the water, or a creature out of the mucks of it, or whatever, like a summon, and just come out of the water and it starts attacking you. Pull something out of your rabbit out of the hat trick with the fishing rod kind of thing. So I think it'd be kind of fun. Just a little more stuff to do. And those are just some ideas. Now, I'd love to hear what y'all's ideas would be down in the comments below. If you have any ideas, any recommendations, or maybe you have something maybe you want Genshin to hear. Now, I don't know if Genshin would ever see this. Hit me up if you want some more ideas. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And as always, have a good night, have a good day, and have a good life. Much love, y'all. Bye!
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry.